Blessings to you. Welcome to Artist Impact. I'm your host, Jere B. This show is all about great music of every genre. We highlight, feature, and critique singers, bands, musicians, poets, and rappers from our local region and from all over the world. Now, most of them you've never heard of before, but we bring them right to your door to encourage them and to see if in some way, somehow, we can impact their career. Now, helping me to do this is our Impact Panel, or as I like to call them, my panel of love. These are all entertainment professionals, and what they're going to do is review and critique the two wonderful artists that we have on and see if some way they can make an impact. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. But let's introduce today's panel, and I got to tell you, she does it all from California. She sings, she writes, she records. National recording artist. This is Ava Lemert. How are you tonight?
Great, Jerry. How are you? How's everyone?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. I'm so grateful that you could join us. And Robbie, this brother does it all. National recording artist, producer, songwriter. Robbie, what's going on, man?
How you doing, Jerry? I'm glad to be here, man.
I'm so grateful you are. And Linda, my sister for real, she's making her third appearance on Artist Impact, Associate Professor of Voice at Berkeley. Linda, what's happening?
Hey, Jerry, it's great to be here, and it's great to be here with this illustrious panel. It's really fun to be with you guys.
Oh, this is a kick butt panel for sure. And I got to tell you, my dear sister, Ava, again, you absolutely do it all. I must ask the question, however, what do you like doing best? Singing, writing, gigging? What is it?
I really like producing. I have the most fun just diving in and tweaking, arranging things. And I love singing, though. I love singing harmony. Let's go with that. I love singing harmony.
And that's your absolute favorite? That's what you love? The harmony?
It's hard to choose, Jerry. It's hard to choose.
Well, you can't know how grateful I am that you've joined us. You're going to love the artists that we have on tonight, and I really am grateful that you're here. Thank you, Ava.
Grateful to be here.
Absolutely. And you know something, Robbie, you know, in the time that I've known you, you have to be the busiest brother in the music industry with everything that's on your plate, man. How do you balance it all out? Tell us. What's the secret, man?
The secret is what's that in the movie Nemo, Finding Nemo? Just keep swimming.
And you do. You swim, I tell you what. So do you have any advice for up and coming singers who really want to attack the microphone?
Ooh. I guess the best advice I would give is be your authentic self.
That is absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. I really appreciate you joining us tonight. And Sister Linda, again, third time's a charm, wonderful artist that we have on, but you have stepped or expanded your role as professor of voice at Berkeley to artist manager. How do those shoes feel?
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm managing a young artist who has been a vocal student of mine for many years, and he's a really gifted gospel jazz artist, and I'm really excited about helping him launch his career and getting him more out there and putting all the pieces together so that he can do everything that he wants to do. So it's been different for me. I've gone from being an author, vocal coach, consultant, and it's really interesting to go at it from every side.
Well, he's in the right hands. His name is Oviante. I've heard his music, and I'm glad that you're working with him. Thank you so much for being with us, Linda.
Mm-hmm. Great to be here.
Well, we're going into tomorrow, actually. We're recording at night, but she's near Sydney, Australia, so she's already waking up until the next day. Her name is Isy Cappo. She's a multi-instrumentalist, an incredible musician and songwriter. How you doing, dear heart?
I'm doing great. It's currently 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're excited for the music that you're creating and this one song that you sent in. And I know you have more, but you sent us in this song called Circles that I literally did a somersault over. I can see that you have the seeds in you of a female Prince, the way you just master all of those instruments. You're just right on point.
Thank you so much. That has to be the best compliment I've ever had. But yeah, just creating with all the instruments I possibly can touch. So it's always a good time in the recording studio.
Wow. Well, I know you're in Australia. I don't know how many people from America has heard this wonderful song, but I would like to introduce them to it now. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, of course. Let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
Strip it back to a simpler time, like when poets first learned how to write. When you jumped in and gave me a love I knew was meant to find. These days it just ain't the same. Can't keep pulling me every which way. Ouch. You keep spinning and I can't run in circles. Can't keep going round in circles. I've tried my very best, and I just can't keep on chasing these wild thoughts. So I lay them down to rest. So I'll dig deep down and direct just your bit hard. I made it bleed and it made me bad until it was nothing more. And now I keep running around in circles So I'm running and running and running, and now I keep running around in
Now that song Circles, man, it just takes me every time. But Ava, what's your first impression?
Oh, dynamic. What a unique sound. I love your voice. Really do.
Absolutely. Robbie, what do you think?
Oh, I love the songwriting, the production, all of it was on point.
Linda.
Yeah, I love the groove and interesting, unique video shots. It's a great song.
Absolutely. Well, let's just dig in a little deeper. Ava, what do you have to say to Isy about that wonderful track, Circles?
Well, honestly, it's incredible to see you go through and play the instruments, and obviously the singing and the songwriter in you. I mean, what a bright future that you have. Very exciting to see this coming to fruition all by yourself. Good for you. And that studio is great. Is that your studio?
No, so it's actually a local studio I go to. It's called Old Binder Road Recording Studios, and it's so it's owned by a man named Steve, and basically I just go out there and produce it with him, and yeah, that's where the music magic happens, basically.
And I have one more question for you. Now you've got a saxophone solo in there. Did you play the saxophone solo as well?
No, I didn't. That's the first and only piece of music that's actually been written and recorded by another person. So Bill Wong, he's my saxophone player in my band, and he came in and recorded it all and wrote it all up, and now it's on the song, and it's amazing. He plays it amazing live too, so yeah.
Wonderful. I just love it. It's great. It was like, hey, yeah, there's a saxophone solo. Very cool. You've got a little bit of everything in there too. It's wonderful. I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
I absolutely agree. And Robbie, I know that you've dug in real deep when you watched that video, man. What do you bring out?
First of all, I'm a little jealous because you're only 17 years old.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, the lyrical maturity of the song is beyond 17 years old. So I was really blown away by that. And just you play, let me ask you this. What was the first instrument that you actually started working on?
I just sat on my drum kit and I just started, I wanted to do something out of, the 4/4 time signature, and I just, got the groove in, and I was like, okay, going from here, just up from there, basically.
Great. So as a fellow drummer, I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that very much. I started out playing drums, and that's it. I love it. So the whole vibe of the studio is always like giving you like a back behind the scenes kind of vibe. I really love the video. So Isy, I am just excited and look forward to hearing some more new music from you. I mean, it was awesome.
Thank you so much.
That is fantastic. And Linda, I know you want to go in a little bit on the voice. Was that the first thing you picked up, or what do you have to critique here?
Yes, I really like so much about what you did, because your song is really well crafted, and I love the way the lyrics and the music and the video are all working together to communicate the message. That's what it's all about, right? We're listening to the music, we're listening to the lyrics, and we're listening to how you deliver it and what story are you telling us. And you're very authentic and very well crafted that way. So I just want to give a little deep dive on what you can do moving forward with your voice, with your singing. You are doing great with your voice. You are now 17. When I was looking you up, I was trying to find the age because I knew you were very mature, but that I knew you were also young, and I couldn't figure that out. But your voice, you can start developing it more now. So you're still singing with kind of your voice from 14, 15 years old, which is fine. It's not anything that you're doing wrong, but you want to develop the ability to move through that middle part of your voice a little bit less effortful, so that you can move easily from the lower to the upper part of your range. Because as you age right now, things are going to start feeling different. It's just like the rest of your body. Your anatomy and physiology changes from 17 to 20, 21. You're going to feel a lot of things happening on, so changing. So take a deep dive on those vocals.
Yeah, thank you so much. I definitely will.
That's fantastic. And so, Isy, you heard what the panelists had to say. Do you have any pushback at all, or any questions?
No, not at all. Thank you so much. It's just an honor to hear what you guys have to say, and hopefully I hear from you in the future with some more feedback. Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, we have to go from Australia all the way down to Minnesota, and we meet the wonderful singer-songwriter extraordinaire. This is Amanda Grace. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. And not only are you a great singer-songwriter, but you are a vocal artist as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's a hard question for me, because I don't think of myself as, I don't know, I'm just me. I'm just doing my thing and just putting my songs out there. And I have done a lot of performing since I was a little girl. So I guess I've not had any formal training. And so it's been more just feeling a feeling like I needed to write something, and then trying to get it out to the universe. And so, yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, you put in a song called Listen to the Man. You submitted that to us. I dug the rawness, so I have to play it. If that's cool with you, I'd love to introduce it.
For sure. That'd be awesome.
This is my new song, girls. My daddy told me many years ago, many unsearching things. They're natural, so you know them. You know, they'll just make it sing. Amazing always. You can't tell me a damn thing. I kept them in my corner. I heard the devil say, you gotta listen to the man. You gotta listen to the man. I have had many men say to me, girl, will take you so far. You gotta lose those clothes, and then we'll make you a star. Well, don't listen to your mother who gave you birth, and with the pain of sacrifice, she lost her earth. No, you gotta listen to the man. You gotta listen to the man.
And that was Listen to the Man by Amanda Grace. I thought it was incredible. But Ava, what do you think, dear?
I love it. I love the blending of styles, and you have a really unique, soulful voice, and the band's great.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think, Robbie?
Listen to the man. Listen to the woman.
Very cool. Linda?
Yeah, it's a really fun song and a great groove, and I'd love to see a woman doing some of this blues. And of course, you've got a lot else in there too, but I love your blues style.
Very cool. Well, let's go in just a little deeper. I know you love the blues and the rawness. Ava, go all in, dear heart.
Well, I just wanted to say that I really love your confidence on stage. That's what struck me about your video, was that I was just struck by your presence And I know Linda was talking about that with Isy too, about how important it is to, really get out there and get out live. It's wonderful. So I think you're great, and I love all the different styles that you blend. So do you consider your music blues, rock, soul? Do you have a name for your style?
I just say that I'm eclectic. I take each project as it comes. I've done 2 children's albums. I've done sort of the last album, Please Dear Son, is the weirdest one yet. There's probably everything in there: blues, gospel, rock, folk, Americana. And I just decided I didn't care anymore. And I guess I really cared. I just have kind of gone through my process of what I felt like I needed to do. And so, but I think I've enjoyed that, and it's been very fun to have variety and different types of shows that I can provide for my community.
Me too. I agree. Wonderful.
That is absolutely excellent. And Robbie, just take your shovel and dig a little deeper, buddy.
Amanda, that was awesome. I always love to see artists do live performances, because I think that's where you get the real essence of the artist. So I really love that about the video. Like you mentioned, I 100% appreciate the being eclectic, team eclectic over here too. I love it. But just like I said before, continue to be your authentic self. You can't be anything else but that. So I really, really appreciate that, and look forward to hearing some more good music from you. How long have you been playing the guitar?
I picked the guitar up in college, so not as long as the piano. Piano is my primary instrument. And then I started working with the electric probably 6-7 years ago. So that's been really fun to add on and just kind of keep going with stuff.
Okay. Cool. I love it. I mean, it's interesting because we got this real girl power thing going on this episode. So 2 great women giving us great music. I love it. You guys keep going.
Thank you.
It's absolutely excellent. And dear Sister Linda, what do you think about Amanda Grace's Listen to the Man?
Yeah, I really like this song. I think it's really has a really nice feel, and a really nice soulful feel, and it's fun. It's fun at the same time. So you're a very authentic performer, and I really love that about you. And it's hard to find. So it's great to have a woman doing this kind of music, and it's great that you are authentic with it. I think your voiceover career has helped your singing, and you could comment about that if you want to later, but I think it's helped you because it's prevented you from manipulating. So you can't manipulate when you do a voiceover. It sounds really bizarre. You have to have a really simple voice where you don't do anything fancy in there. And I think that has helped you in your singing. But I think you can also develop your singing to be a little bit less effortful. So one of the ways that you do that is how you prepare to sing a phrase, for example, and you doing in the live performance a lot of tanking up before you sing. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people do this. It's hard not to because we're running out of time here, but it's hard not to. But if you can not prepare and not tank up, you're going to be more comfortable.
Oh, okay, great.
That's excellent. You went deep and stayed on point. But listen, Amanda, we want to know, you heard everything from the panelists. Do you have any questions? Do you have any pushback?
I definitely don't have any pushback. I think it's fantastic, and I appreciate the time that you've given. On your time is valuable, and I appreciate it. I appreciate any little tips that I can get, because I haven't had the time or opportunity or taken the time or pushed harder to do those like lessons and all of that. So I appreciate those tips, and I'm glad that you feel that I'm authentic, and that's who I've always wanted to be, and I'm glad that's coming out on stage. So thank you for that.
Very, very cool. Well, panelists, please don't go anywhere. We'll come right back to you. But I need to ask Isy, what's the very next thing on the front burner?
Oh, well, I've got a new single coming out very soon. It's called Cleanse, and it's a bit more of an acoustic style, so look out for that.
We definitely will. Now, Miss Eclectic, with all of the wonderful genres you bring us, what's next for you, Amanda?
I'm leaning towards another genre-less album or EP. Not sure. Some of it's already recorded, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a mix of kind of acoustic pop, Americana, and maybe just some very simple, singer-songwriter songs.
Wow. Well, we can't wait to hear it. I know success is right at both of your front doors. I'm so grateful that you came on to Artist Impact, and I'm sure our panelists agrees. I want to find out, however, Ava, you had a very busy summer. What does the rest of the year look like for you?
Well, I've got a few more gigs planned for the rest of the year, a couple of holiday shows, and I've got a bunch of songs that I have not finished, so I really need to then switch gears and just get some recording in, and that'll come probably next month. I'll start really finishing up some of the songs I started writing and recording, and finish those up this year, hopefully.
That's very cool. Very cool. Well, I really appreciate you. And Robbie, man, I know that you've got some things in the works you can't tell us about, but what can you tell us about the next thing you're working on?
Well, I'm in the midst of working on a couple of projects with some well-known artists, doing some vocal production. Also continuing to write, continuing to produce, continuing to perform as much as possible now that the COVID has kind of subsided a little bit.
That's excellent. Well, I appreciate you as well. And dear Sister Linda, artist management, your spot at Berkeley, what's very next, though? The next thing that you're digging into?
It's a lot, but I'm heading out to an indie music conference soon, and going to be taking a deep dive into sync licensing and some other aspects of the indie musician life. And I'm going to be finishing up another book that's on habits and routines for creatives. And we're looking forward to launching some more courses for singers and voice teachers in January.
Very cool. Well, much love and appreciation to each one of you. This is going to do it for this round of Artist Impact. Thanks again to our Impact panel, Ava Lemert, Robbie Cunningham, and Linda Balliro, and also a very, very special thanks to our artists, Isy Cappo and Amanda Grace. Make sure that you go out and support their artistry. Go to a show if you're in their area, buy their music and their merch. And if you are an artist and you have a music video, submit it to artistimpact.armstrong@gmail.com, and let's see if we can make an impact on your music career. I'm your host, Jere B. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. And by the way, if you're in this area, get yourself some Wedgwood pizza, a Youngstown tradition. Take care, and we'll see you next time. God bless.